Hello, everybody, and welcome finally back to what will be round 3 in my, I think, misanalysis here as the 5 angry men fell to Beep Beep Ima Blimp.
Beep Beep Ima Blimp. Going to take out the 4 angry men. I think they need all 5 to really become angry enough to get through, it seems. So Beep Ima Blimp going to move on to face off Fat Chunks Assemble, and that's the game we're going to be bringing to you right now on your screens. We are into picks and bans. Fat Chunks should be on your left-hand side, and Beep Beep Ima Blimp on the right.
So, right out of the gate, it's weird to me that Fat Chunks have first pick, given the fact that they are technically a lower seed going into this game, meaning to me that Beep Beep Ima Blimp has opted for a second pick, which is strange in this game type because first pick gives you both first pick and last pick in this game type. But Poseidon going to be banned out, as well as who is Beep Beep? I think, yeah, it was Nuwa.
Yeah, good decision. I mean, we saw the strength of Nuwa last game being put to good use by Peckies, so people are starting to realize, like, some people have come into this game mode as well, DM, without really knowing there's a sort of meta developing as well. So they're unaware of which gods are strong in this meta and which ones are weak. So with the Nuwa ban, you can see that, you know, the meta is switching up in this, not the same sort of focus bans. Apollo being banned out now by Fat Chunks.
Yeah, I mean, Apollo likely the strongest hunter, great split push potential, and of course the global presence. Oh, but that's going to be an auto lock of Scylla. I don't understand how Scylla ever gets through in any game type.
But I mean, if you ban Aphrodite, if you don't ban Scylla, they get Aphrodite anyway.
Well, Aphrodite can be hard countered by Chang'e, like easily, especially in this game type where Aphrodite's overall push isn't as strong because the lane is shorter, and I mean, Chang'e has just full clear of everything in front of her.
And then on top of that, your boy as well, Sobek, who you were shouting out earlier, can also deal with Aphrodite. If he gets off some damage, you know, builds magical damage as well, he's actually got a lot of base. At the moment, Beep Beep Ima Blimp are hovering over Hercules and Athena here. Athena's actually going to be locked in if Hercules still hovered, though. So I think they're going to take Hercules, though. I don't think they'll pass up that opportunity.
Yeah, I definitely would not. Both of them do get locked in. Hercules. Global presence activated here for Beep Beep Ima Blimp, and of course Hercules as well. Just great fight potential. Boulder, CC immune, great driving strike stun. That's going to put it back over to Fat Chunks. Now Aurora and Astro have option here. Now we saw Aurora do very well in round 1 today with Ymir.
We did, and Ymir was really effective in that game, as long with the Arachne. Like, that combination together was really threatening to the enemy team. Maybe Fat Chunks run the same similar team composition now that they've got Scylla. It's a very similar role to what Herbois puts out, is what Scylla does. However, he gets himself a little bit online a little bit earlier than Scylla does. But Kali being hovered on, and look at this, it's Fenrir being hovered too, DM.
Love it.
And they're both being locked in.
I love it. I hate Fenrir. I think he is a character that should not be played pretty much in any game mode by anyone because he's just not very good. And I'm not a huge fan of low tier picks, but when Aurora picks this character, Hindu Man, I am on board.
Well, what Fenrir does in this game mode as well, take into account whenever there's a Fenrir, you have to buy beads.
Right.
Otherwise, you're going to get hit by Ragnarok, and you're going to have to invest in beads constantly. So that's a whole 300 gold minimum on every god in the game on the enemy team has to invest. So you're forcing them into a situation there.
So Neith has been picked up here. Now, small global presence with World Weaver. We're going to see a ban as well coming out for Habwa. But the Neith pick confuses me here. I mean, so far, Neith, especially in the early and mid games, doesn't have a lot of damage. Hercules can do a decent amount, but Athena doesn't really strike me as a damager as well. They need a lot of damage in their final pick, and looks like their final ban over on Fat Chunks is going to be only 2 seconds left. What is it going to be? Looks like Kronos. I like it. And then it looks like we're going to see a hover onto Isis.
Yeah, I think the Isis pick here is pretty good overall.
Yeah.
What I think you're going to see out of Beep Beep Ima Blimp, I'm just like theory crafting here, but Athena and Neith will maybe duo lane together and then look for the 4-man gank on the same lane with Athena ulting in and the World Weaver coming across to put the pressure on, especially because Isis is going to be able to use the Spirit Ball, the Wingus, and you've still got Hercules there with the Boulder. So maybe that's Beep Beep Ima Blimp's composition, and what they're going to look to do is just like 4-man gank one side consistently.
They can try, but look at this draft.
It's like your dream on the left-hand side there. Apart from Fenrir.
Deal. Scylla, best mage in the game in pretty much all game types. Fenrir played by Aurora, likely the best Fenrir player in the world. Samshrew playing Kali, not only a strong pick, but one of the strongest Kali players in the world. And Miss the Boat is going to be playing Chang'e. Now, not only do I think Chang'e is top 3 in this game mode, I think she is top 5 across the board in all game modes. I have her in A tier in Conquest. I think she is easily Est. And if you guys have not seen Kiki Star play this character, you are in for a treat.
I think Chang'e has the second best element in the game.
I think she has the best. I think Waxing Moon is the best move in the game, period.
Aphrodite beats that, I feel, for the best element, honestly. Just because that's confirmed damage you can't get away from. Whereas Chang'e, with that Waxing Moon, does so much if you can get the whole team. That's a long stun on the back line.
It's just, people underestimate Chang'e's damage just with, hit them with, Crescent Moon Dance a few times, and suddenly they're at half. And then Crescent Moon Dance, Waxing Moon, Moonflower Dance, follow up with Crescent Moon Dance again. I mean, she's just, I can't wait to see this game go down. Hindu Man, I'm just absolutely thrilled.
It's going to be good because obviously all of Fat Chunks have mobility on their side as well. So members of Beep Beep Ima Blimp do have that too, with the backflip from Neith. But when Neith burns that backflip, she's got to be careful because the likes of Kali, the likes of Fenrir are going to be chomping to get
Wait a second. Did Hunbots make it through again?
Hunbots went all the way through picks and bans here.
Anyone who thinks this game isn't balanced just doesn't understand video games. Like, Hunbots is largely considered the second best character in the game, and he is in this mode. He might even be one of the best characters in the game. He might be like the best. And I'm
surprised we've not even seen any Thor either. DM Thor's really good in this game mode as well.
Not only does Thor have some of the highest, he actually has the single highest damage target spell in the game, Mjolnir's Attunement, non-ultimate of course, but he has a global presence. From the middle of the map, he can reach into the side lanes with Anvil of Dawn, forcing out extra wards. There's a lot of stuff that's getting passed over, and even so, a lot of stuff's getting through, and you think to yourself, not everything can be overpowered. The game is just wonderfully balanced, especially after this last patch.
It shows how much the diversity of the gods is. Just in Conquest alone, in the SWC tournament, every god has been picked, other than Arachne, however, but every other god has been picked in there.
She got picked last week.
SWC? Did she? So every god has been picked in Conquest. So that shows the depth of the gods and the differences that they can all bring to the team. And in this game mode especially, we saw Fenrir get picked over Hunbots and Thor, which we were just talking about as well.
That hurts my head.
That shows that, it's crazy. It's crazy that works out. So Fat Chunks looking good on paper. However, Beep Beep Ima Blimp did just take out 5 angry men. And for them to do that, they must have something special lined up for us here, DM. This should be one hell of a bomb burner.
Could you just... We'll be back in a few minutes into our round 3 game. Don't forget, guys, Team Dignitas and Team Solo Mid are in China, facing off against World Elite in this show match. I'm very excited to see. I hope we get the demos over here. I really can't wait to watch those matches.
Me too.
We'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Stick around. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 3rd round of the day, where we'll be checking in with Fat Chunks Assemble going up against Beep Beep Ima Blimp.
Beep Beep Ima Blimp coming out strong, DM. They've actually taken out 5 angry men here. Talk us through Fat Chunks Assemble team, though. We've seen them once before. Who's playing them?
So, right off the bat, we're going to see Kiki Star, huge player in the NA scene right now, 2nd ranked overall in North American solo queue, grabbing Chang'e. We're going to see Astro Squared picking up top-ranked Scylla. Samshrew going to be playing Kali, one of the most notable Kali players in the world. And finally, one of my personal favorite players to watch, Aurora, and his famous support Fenrir.
And then over on Beep Beep Ima Blimp, the Paradox is going to be playing the Neith. Rab RG, we'll go with that. Rabga, that sounds okay. Hercules, Ninja Sniper is on Isis, and finally, Live Lunatic on the Athena.
Now, interesting note here, Live Lunatic and Samshrew actually used to be teammates. So this will be pretty fun. They know each other's play styles. They know what they should be looking for. Not a lot of wards coming out. We're seeing... Actually, no, there are 4. Those 2 are hidden together. So an appropriate amount of wards coming out. It looks like Fenrir and Scylla are going to be laning together, and Kali and Chang'e. That is the stuff of... Oh! Did you see that on the bottom side?
Nope. What did I miss?
she threw the crush over the wall at speed to get double camp experience.
Oh, that's really smart. Really
Very
smart. This is what people are starting to realize, though, in Siege. Those little extras you're going to be able to get to hit that level 5 quicker than your lane opponents will make such a difference when you get into the lanes.
God, and if there's anyone you want to hit level 5 as fast as possible, Scylla is definitely high up on that list.
I mean, I'm a monster. The brutalized damage into an I'm a monster, which is earlier than expected, could be a big issue for them. As expected, we're going to see Athena and Neef laning up for Beep Beep Ima Blimp. So keep an eye on these two rotating. The World Weaver will come over. Taunt Lance from Live Lunatic actually onto Fenrir. He's going to take a bit of poke damage down, but pop the potion. He'll be okay for now.
Very, very strong Spirit Hour coming out from Neef there. Very good placement. Now, Aurora is level 4, not 5 just yet. Scylla will more than likely be 5 first, but she was a little bit late to lane. Actually, Paradox ticks into level 5 before anyone else. Remember, guys, not only do you get gold per second, you get experience per second. There is experience pooling in this game type as well, so you can see people hit 5 just in the middle of nowhere.
Yep, that's right. 5 has been achieved on Scylla now. On that left-hand side, right-hand side, we see Carly has also got her ultimate available for her. And finally, both people of Beep Beep Ima Blimp, Hercules and Isis, sat on their ults too.
Alright, we're going to see some pressure here. Rav's getting pretty low. He's activated Mitigate Wounds here, which is not going to play any benefit aside from the very small amount of health that he's going to get back. That actually wound up, I think, being a detriment to him overall.
Yeah, he's going to have to just play safe for a few seconds, wait for that to come back up. He looked for the aggression, though, didn't manage to land the knock-up. So, unfortunately for him, the disengage is going to be on. And everyone's playing very, very safe during these early stages.
Oh, more pressure coming out. Lash going to be used. Samshrew might be in some trouble here as they begin to push. I'm really surprised to see Kiki being so just passive. Samshrew in a lot of trouble. Forced to beads, and he jumps out safe.
Yeah, early beads used, so keep an eye on that one. Expect the World Weaver to come over left-hand side. We're going to see...
Left-hand side. Ragnarok was used directly into I'm a Monster. Brutalized was able to finish it, or rather, at least get him low enough for Astro to finish it. Scylla takes first blood. You never want to hear those words.
Yeah, take into account as well, people underestimate Fenrir's damage during the early stages with that brutalize, and when it hits you, you're like, where has my health gone? You then get hit by a crush from Scylla into an I'm a Monster, lights out. Meanwhile, right hand side, Spirit Ball lands onto Samshrew yet again. Not too bad over there from the Ninja Sniper playing Isis, landing those Spirit Balls right now. Hopefully, he's going to be a big part of making sure his team can pick up a few kills if he has to continue to land them.
I really like the way that they're playing this so far, honestly. I mean, they're just being very aggressive over in the left lane, using Fenrir's early push to their advantage.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do, especially against the lane matchup of Athena and Neef. Let Neef really get online. She's going to take till about 10 minutes to really start putting out a lot of damage, because a Devourer's Gauntlet is going to take a little bit of a while to, you know, start ticking in, get those stacks up.
So, what are we going to see here? I mean, we see the Sovereignties online. That's extra defense. Samshrew, of course, has that Shin size ready to go. There's a lot of pressure here. I think what I want to see is aggression. Beep Beep Ima Blimp needs to start using that global presence to their advantage. Otherwise, it's just going to fall behind.
Oh, right-hand side, we can see a lot of aggression. The 2 has been used from Chunga. She uses the Waxing Moon in response, and Athena's been forced to order back to Boulder. It's not going to connect, though. He nearly walked into it at the end there, though, DM.
That was very, very close. Wow, I mean, that could have been a really big deal if he was able to pick up Chang'e, but missed the boat, misses the boulder, and heads on back to base to heal up.
Heyo.
Just keep casting. It doesn't sound... You're ruining my jokes, Hindu man.
I'm sorry, I can't help but I'm out every time you make these puns. I'm like, good job, DM, you made a pun. Congrats to you. Left-hand side. Siege Tower's been started, though, but they both get hit by their crushes.
What is this aggression?
Over. I'm a monster. Has been popped. He's looking for it. Connects with me, forcing the backflip. And now Hercules in a bit of trouble. Uses the beads, but got to get away for now. And all the while, that Siege Tower has not reached the tower yet, DM, so being chunked slowly but surely. Right-hand side.
I mean, I like the push from Samshrew here. Isis could be in some trouble if Sam decides to get dangerous. Hercules is going to be spotted out, so he has vision of everyone on the map right now. This is good as Chang'e's rotating in. Be ready, guys. This one could be big.
Yeah, it could be. What they're actually doing right here, this is great from Fat Chunks Assembled. They're forcing the whole of Beep Beep Ima Blimp away, meaning they can get some free tower damage on this Siege Tower and stop it before he gets any damage to the tower. Meanwhile, right-hand side DM, that Siege Tower is doing work already. It's not going to take it down, but it's going to do considerable damage and make a big difference.
Yeah, I think they got their worth here, considering each team got a siege minion there. Look at the tower difference. You know, blue side took no damage, whereas red side took a ton. I mean, that health, the stun's gonna miss there. Samshrew could be in some trouble.
Big backflip coming out there as we can see the Brutalize coming off, and Aura's going to pick up the kill onto Paradox. That's going to give him some time alone with this tower on left-hand side as well. Meanwhile, Hercules taking away his buff in the middle, so he's going to be late to this rotation, the left-hand side, which means tower pressure once again.
Yeah, I mean, they're not having an easy time so far. Arrow really making things different, just very difficult for them. We are seeing a rotation into mid here. Not sure what Kiki is looking for. He's not going to walk through the ward, though. His pathing was perfect. I don't know if he's going to find any opportunities, but his rotation will at least net him some experience.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what is really good about Mr. Boat. He's going to be able to rotate in lanes, pick up the experience, but also people will forget about the heals that will be put out by Chunga. And when she groups up with 3 members, the sustain she can put out is considerable.
So we really haven't seen a lot from the World Weaver yet. I mean, this is not something we've had to call out. We haven't been too threatened at any point in the game. We need to see more World Weavers, more Defender of Olympus going cross-map. They've got to use that global presence. I mean, Athena's not very strong in the lane. To the same point, Hercules can be. So give him some damage reduction. Give him some extra burst damage off his stun. I mean, they got to work together.
Well, talking about working together, you can see Neath and Isis pushing up on this right-hand side now as Athena rotates back to left, trying to put the pressure down. Only Carly really in the area to defend here for the time being, but Changa has turned up to the fray as well. Not going to much come of this for the time being, but Beep Beep Ima Blimp are still holding on in this one. It's not over by a long stretch yet.
Samshrew takes a lot of damage, jumps in deep. Isis could be in some trouble. Takes a huge swing. Waxy Moon misses. Ultimate coming out. Destruction has been used. Is that the target? Aegis finds it! Samshrew goes back
just
to
at the end.
Full health.
And immediately you can see Hercules trying to rotate over to pick something up already. Like you said, Samshrew back on full health. Can he find something? Neef is still in the area. The two of them can put out some damage. Who's he looking for? He wants Chunga. He forces one thing over. There's the heal coming across as well.
Grab RG, not looking good right there. Completely bypasses Samshrew, who had low mana right there, to attack a player who has invulnerability. She dodges through the Earthbreaker, and now, he's in so much. I'm a monster!
Gonna pop. Athena's ult was down. The second one connects onto Neath as well. The Ragnarok coming up. The crush lands. The backflip is used, and that's going to be a dead Neath. She's going to run for her life here. Try and get away.
Mr. Boat is actually inside the tower range, just tanking up. I mean, they could really turn on this tower. Left side, there's a siege minion that has to be dealt with, and they still have all 4 of their towers sitting pretty.
Take into account, Live Lunatic used his Defender of Olympus onto Hercules, who got evaporated by the I'm a Monster, and now he's aggressive as the people rotating from the siege. He's in trouble.
Live Lunatic just forced out a creeping curse that is a 120-second cooldown, guys. Very, very long. She's got to get that leveled up. For 2 minutes, it's going to be down. Jump in, Unchained. He didn't even need to brutalize.
Nope, didn't at all, because the root landed straight away from the Sycam, and now Isis trying to take on 2 members as the brutalized damage goes out. Again, great whip from Aura. All he's got on him is the Sovereignty and Warrior Tabby. Look how much damage he did with just that brutalize.
Not to mention, he has a Sovereignty and boots. I think people are sleeping on Fenrir right now in non-conquest game modes. Real big potential. Speaking of potential, Rab's taking too much damage again, puts himself in a terrible position. Aurora might be in some trouble here, but undeterred and 1,500 gold richer, Fat Chunks continues to push forward.
And just Sniper saving the day for Hercules there, managing to land that Spirit Ball, but now he's got to deal with this Siege Tower. The whole team of Beep Beep Ima Blimp are having to group over here, but Carly's going to find Neef in the jungle.
Oh, that was rough. Stole away the blue buff, forced away the ultimate. She hits the wall. Is she going to go for it? Ultimate has been used. Destruction gives her the passive. Neef was marked for death and has been destroyed.
And already you can see Beep Beep Ima Blimp trying to defend the best they can, but the backs are against the wall right now. They've got a siege tower up. This is their opportunity to push, but Neath is down for the 30 seconds thanks to that Carly pickup.
So, Beep Beep Ima Blimp are the ones that knocked out 5 angry men, yet they come up against Fat Chunks and they're down 6-0, and we're only at the 923 mark at this point. I mean, 4,000 gold behind, 5,700 experience. I mean, but I think this really comes down to the draft.
Oh, aggression in the jungle as we can see the force out from Hercules. The boulder goes out, gonna connect off the wall onto the Fenrir, but Fenrir, like we said, got the Sovereignty, going to be quite tanky. They're looking for blood though, DM.
Oh, my god, 138 damage apiece. Ragnarok picks up
what?
Again, I'm a monster, swings, and boom! Live Lunatic goes down as well.
This is a Silver Fury here for Fat Chunks Assemble, now taking out 2 members of the team. The only member with the hog on the team was Live Lunatic, so this is going to be a free one for Fat Chunks Assemble. Can Isis do anything about it here?
I mean, if she's going to have to get through Scylla to do anything, Spirit Ball's going to go off completely with Circle of Protection on the ground as it gets dragged out, but it looks like it was stolen away. She kills it. That was a good play, but she's going to go down for it.
Yeah, she's going to go down. She even wastes the Aegis there. I think she's just trying to delay even longer. 2 siege towers for Beep Beep Ima Blimp on this left-hand side. Sorry, on the right-hand side. Neef, meanwhile, though, left-hand side, the rest of the team is dead. They're going to be able to drop one of these siege towers easy, though, DM.
Oh, yeah, it's about to go down. There's no pressure. Hercules is going to teleport, but look at the build. I mean, he has no defense whatsoever, and now he's going into Chin Size, which means his cooldown reduction is at 0. He has no attack damage potential without Chin Size online. I mean, it's just Balance Blade. He needs to hit absolutely everything repeatedly, and even then, it's going to be hard for him to even get damage done.
Did hit everything for the time being, but Neef's here now, and it looks like Scylla could be in trouble. The ult's being used by Athena, but the backflip away after we see Scylla going down. This siege tower has got a real push on it. It's half health, just under. Athena's tanking up. The Aegis is popped early from Chunga. She's going to take a lot of damage under there, but look at the rotation.
Oh, Mr. Boat actually dodges the boulder again. Samshrew going to pop Destruction, looking for his target, noticing that it's likely not there as the Whirlweaver gets used. He could be in some trouble. He's trying to jump over, but Rap finally finds a kill there as he gets picked up and dragged deep. Arrow could be in trouble as well, trying to jump away. He's going to go deep, but not deep enough. Paradox is right on his tail.
Yep, 2 auto attacks is going to be enough to pick this up. Beep Beep Ima Blimp are back in this one. They're going to be able to take this right-hand tower, try and even up the towers, and actually try and get an advantage here. They could keep working on the Phoenix. Only Scylla is going to be alive now, 15 seconds before Chunga's back up.
Yeah, I mean, they have to get something done here, but Circle of Protection is going to stop a lot of damage going through, not to mention a big amount of healing. Siege Weapon still going, and she will be forced out. The first Phoenix of the game goes down, or rather will go down off a really strong Dia side.
I'm a monster gets dropped as well. Second lands though onto Hercules, has to be forced to use the beads. He's going to try and use
Look
the
at this,
to get
so
wounds,
smart.
He's going to die. I think he's going to be picked up.
Did you see that? The mitigate wounds comes out, and Chang'e just stops all damage. Gives him, you know, his 160 or whatever health back just from the actual activation, and then just blows him up right after. He overstayed his welcome, and he paid, but the Phoenix is down, and a lot of their lead has been shrunk.
A lot of it has been shrunk, and the one I'm going to call out for that is Ninja Sniper on Isis, making that play on the Silver Fury just turned this game around. It turned it on its head completely, and even though they're down like 7 kills right now, Beep Beep Ima Blimp, they are in control of this game now. Golden Experience still in the favor of Fat Chunks Assemble though, but that Phoenix being exposed causes a lot of issues.
So, what I'm noticing here is that we're not getting the Whirlweavers and the Defender of Olympus the way that we should be seeing them. I mean, they're not using them for that global split push opportunity. But at the same time, Paradox is having the game of his life here. He was down by so much. He's 2-2-2 now. He's got the execution.
Is he having the game of his life? He's getting engaged on by Kali as the stone comes out, having to pop the sprint immediately. Still got the backflip online, and good rotation from Isis, going to secure the Age doesn't carry on. Carry on. What were you saying about Paradox? I mean, he is having a really good game.
I mean, he's having a great game. He's really, I mean, that deicide was a direct result of his engagement. Honestly, at that point, we didn't really see much from Hercules. We really didn't see too much from Athena. It's when, you know, the Neath and the Isis showed up to the fight that things started to change. And now, things to note here is that the Fire Minions are spawning, but they have a siege weapon in that lane now with the Chang'e holding off. There could be a 4-man push here, but I don't think I'd want to push deep against Scylla and Kali.
They need to be careful. That's why Athena's sticking to the jungle for the most part. They're staying quite grouped together. They need to be careful of the Sikkim coming online from Scylla, because once that hits rank 5, which it will be by now, she will have the ability to root more than one target. And then they could really get caught out.
Speaking of giant roots and stuns, Waxy Moon's going to hit 2. In the back, Live Lunatic's already going down. 3 people remain. I'm a monster going to be big for almost 900 damage as Samshrew finds his target in the back line and turns his sights to Hercules.
Hercules still on the chase. Meanwhile, Nefi's going to trade with Scylla, and Scylla's winning that battle of wills right now. But the trade's back from Paradox and Big. He picks up Scylla in the 1v1 on the backside. We're going to see that Fenrir does pick up Hercules, and now it's their turn to get this Phoenix.
Speaking of Fenrir, as he tanks this tower up, healing from Moonflower Dance as well. He's going to jump in. We thought he was going to jump out. Backflip going to go down. Nimble Strike going through, and he finds his target again as the Phoenix goes down.
And the sustain from Chang'e playing dividends there, allowing Aurora to survive with the barest scrap of health. Siege Tower on the right-hand side, as you said, Silver Fury is available. All members dead for the next 2 seconds until Athena's up. They should really rush this here, DM.
Well, that on the right side is going to go down. I mean, fire minions do a lot of damage. On the next wave, I almost guarantee we're going to see a reduction. Samstrew actually opting to back here, which probably isn't the worst idea. I mean, considering you want to get that health back up. But I think this was a good trade for them, honestly. Way to get back into that game.
Yeah, he's putting them back into it now, the left-hand Phoenix, and now it's going to be about the positioning on the map more than anything, as both sides have to both defend different opportunities on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the map, with those Phoenixes exposed. Lucky enough for Fat Chunks Assemble, though, like they have more towers. Sorry, Fat Chunks Assemble have more towers the Beep Beep Ima Blimp have to take out to expose the other Phoenix, whereas Fat Chunks only have the one. Right. Got Silver Fury's been started. The ward is down. Will we see an engagement?
Ninja Sniper's rotating over. We saw him get the steal last time.
Do it again.
It might be a little bit too late for this. No, okay. It said enemy. I thought they got it again.
He
Jumping
did,
back in. Waxy Moon hits 3.
Oh, monster!
Hits 2. This is too big. This could be GG.
It could be GG. The backflip used by Paradox, and he's on the run away, but the brutalized damage from the Roar gonna secure him, and now Hercules gonna lead him on a merry chase for as long as possible. He's bravely running away, because that's all he can really do here, bravely run away.
You know, this is a bad run for him, considering he just led them right to their siege minion. It looks like we're going to see beads be used to try to get him out of
DM! Left does it. Look at the Titan. Look at the Titan. Look how many minions are there.
Oh,
how many archers is that?
I think this is GG. They're already rotating in. Scylla noticed as well. Chang'e's moving up. Arrow finds the
1, 2, 3,
kill.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 archer minions are destroying the Titan solo here. This is going to be GG. Fat Chunks Assemble going to take this game.
Beep Beep Ima Blimp had a good run through the bracket as they were able to defeat 5 Angry Men, but they were not able, however, to get anywhere close to the Fat Chunks Assemble as the superior picking phase yielded dividends to them in the actual game.
Shout out to Paradox and Ninja Sniper. Both of them performed very, very well in that game as well and put them back into it.
Paradox had a really good game.
Yeah, I think really the Athena pick was the only one that I said was questionable in that lineup overall, and it didn't seem to work out for them overall. So maybe they just need to look at that a little bit. Live Lunatic needs to pick up something else, you know, on that front. And if you're looking for sort of tanky Guardian-esque, and then, you know, see how it goes for next week. Well, not next week, but future Siege tournaments, because I'm pretty sure there will be some after this.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I love this game type. It's so action-packed. But speaking of action-packed, we're going to be moving into the round of 8 where Faction